Okay, so they all go right 100 grand, and the club go right 20. Now what happened? That's reality, and they can go live
baseball now from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight's game 3 is a 4-game set between the Minnesota Twins and the East leading Boston Red Sox.
Kind of irrelevant. That's what's going to happen after this week, no matter what. You should turn back to how it was, you know?
Welcome to Red Sox baseball here on the show. Matt Beck here with you, along with your Eric
I think both.
Transpired over the first 2 games in this 4-game set.
Now, everything's going to plan so far. So the home team takes 2 games in the 4-game set. They're playing real well right now.
I think O'Brien is training them on something.
Yeah.
From the guys as this one goes along. First, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins.
Number 1.
They'll allow themselves like this here tonight.
And FA1 for 1,600 for top and both
They'll tee it up against the ever-improving right-hander.
That's all the company gives a shit about. FA1's an upgrade. That's all they fucking care about. That's all Matt says every day. You just focus on those 2 groups or talk to Golden. So, you guys getting dumped in here the FA1?
Are we getting what?
The Red Sox will look like this.
On the FA1?
Yeah, we normally do okay.
Yeah.
The FA1 today with Krieger was at FA1 for 21 grand.
Thanks for coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was positive. I would.
That's that fire.
He was positive. I was negative.
That's why I got it.
Yep. He got the table and was correctly on the wheel because I was negative. Did Barry tell you what I said to her last night when I was hammered? Who, you and Barry? Did you guys go out on a date?
No, Barry never fucking left. They were supposed to go, but they both failed.
So it's just you and Barry?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What'd she do? Did she try to snuggle near you?
No.
What I said to her was, you're a keeper. She goes, what does that mean? I said, you're a missy. She goes, what does that mean? I said, that guy, whatever guy ends up with you is a lucky SOB or something. And then I said, all right, kill it tomorrow. And she goes, okay, bye. And I'm like, yeah, bye. That was pretty much it, yeah. It was like 2 in the morning, so it was 1 in the morning her time. That's what happens, see, when you're drunk. So that's the deal. So hopefully I do well tomorrow. I'm winning June right now. The closest to me is Schilling. He's only 30 grand behind me. Then Barry's up there. Stephen Denny from Hill Country's up there in the 90s. A guy from Piney Shores won. Or Johnny Strawn or something like that is in the 80s. There's a couple people at the Villages in the 80s. So I can't fool around this week, man. Not only am I going down to Texas, but I got 3. I could win 3 months in a row if I play my cards right. See, that'd be unbelievable. No, for Oak and Spruce, absolutely. In real life, absolutely not. No, Troy Manchek won 1,000 months in a row at Hill Country because he looked like an elephant.
Motherfucker, man.
What does he do? Say hi to Matt? Yeah. What did Reagan say? This is Monica.
Monica, what do you want? And I'm going to hang up on you right away.
Yep.
Yep. She's actually really nice. She likes me a lot.
Yeah, it's funny. She's nice in person, but on the phone, it's like you're when you're on the phone with her, it's like you're ruining her life by even talking to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in person, she's friendly as hell.
Yeah, she really is. But, yeah, that's why.
Did Matt tell? Is Coulter been there or no?
No, I think she's coming tonight. She's gonna do it this weekend.
Oh, ask her about it on Saturday, dude, or ask her about it tomorrow. About what I said about Brett. About the 13 steps. Say, yeah, I heard Andy called out Brett on the 13, creating the 13 steps.
I know you can take a step back, take a deep breath. I don't know which one yet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna come with us.
Is Kessler on vacation right now?
Yeah, he's got a week off.
So Felicia's on vacation too?
He was on last week, so we should have that on. So.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Big pitch here, 1 and 2. And this is going to find the crowd down.
That's the drill.
Count holds at 1 and 2.
No cities in Croatia this week.
Big strikeout.
Huh.
Runners on base after the good start. Capitalize any further. Wins forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom.
So Miriam actually had something positive to say about me.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. I said, yeah, I know, it's fucking killing it.
Starting lineup for the Red Sox looks like this.
But not for nothing, he's the only one that's not fucking lazy. All the other skills are fucking, they don't want to hit tables, they don't want to fucking go to work, then he goes to work for fucking work. That's why he's doing
Now match up against this fellow right here.
That's what you said, or that's what he said?
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, what did he say?
But I know what's going on. So, yeah, I see that. Like, it's just terrible. It's lost as far as the work ethic for the skills. I don't know. He's just being up there for that one day. Aside from me running the wheel for fucking 4 hours, or Teddy was doing whatever the hell he was doing. Just seeing the TOs and having to pay, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
we were left at one point, went to a mobile station. And, you know what I mean? Josh and Hattie came together. Their fucking stumpy little toes, you know? Like, it's just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? That's why you're fucking killing it, because you know, man, you know what to do.
Yep.
Go to work to fucking work.
And I don't get up there and tell stories about how I lived in the fucking Volkswagen in the parking lot when I first started, and now I'm a millionaire. Who do you think?
I don't know.
Who's the best at telling fairy tales there?
Ariel?
No. At Oak and Spruce.
Oh. Selman?
No, dude.
Brett.
Yeah. Yeah, he got up one day for training. I was late for 5 minutes. I told Carcetti I'd be there 5 minutes late. So what does he do? He panics, and he throws him up there to train. And what is the training on? How he was a homeless man living in a Volkswagen in the parking lot, and now he's a millionaire. That was the training.
Millionaire?
A millionaire. Yep, that's the newest one. It's happened a week and a half ago. No, not a billionaire, a millionaire.
Yeah, a millionaire.
Yeah. He's made he's made millions of dollars in his life doing this at Silverleaf Resorts. Yeah, that's what he said to all the reps, because half of them are brand new, so they don't know any better. That was the training. And what did we do for the day? 700. Because not all of us can buy a Volkswagen and live in it to try that out. Yeah, Fairy Tale City over here.
stand in for the
was
first
a,
time now, and they'll do so as the
I don't know if you
leading
ever
fantasy
watched any
American
of, you fuck with Zach?
Say that again.
You fuck with Zach Bertolozzi?
I think I was at one point. I think he deleted me for whatever reason.
Yeah, he's deleted me before too, just because he's fucking funny like that. But, he posted his rap. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send you a video of it.
Here's a
Freestyle battle. You know, with that shit.
Say that.
There was one fucking line where he was spitting these fucking freestyles with this guy, you know, his third or whatever. That was, this dude's definitely a one-upper. And he just goes off on the guy, and it just reminds me of the rap and there. This is what we should say to rap. Which is funny. I'm gonna find. I'll send you the link, and then I'll give you, you know, the minutes and the seconds to go and watch them. You know, watch the 30 or 40 second video.
Yeah.
And you'll laugh your ass off. Really good.
Takes nothing away from the guy. Just hit the home run, but
Being in the rap game, nigga. With Lee Davis, B.
Oh, man, I wish I was going with those. I wish we going with that.
I wish so too. I think Miriam set it up where that would never happen.
Either Miriam or Coach would get it like that, man. It really is nothing that we do.
first pitch on the way.
But they're wanting.
Swing and a miss on
I know Miriam wouldn't want to be like that.
We'll probably see
If
a
it
heavy
was
dose
like
of that
that,
sinker
we
here
have a
tonight.
stop with it and say I need to change it. No. But I know he wouldn't like fight for it and make sure that we put, you know what I mean? So I think it was Coulter
Has been made for the third out.
that did it, but whatever. Fucking okay.
Tonight, judging by
Yeah, dude, it's Georgia, Dallas Vacation Store, us, and the Villages.
Yeah, so it's like the fucking slow bus.
Yep.
Kurt
The
Suzuki
fucking short
will get
bus.
his first
The
opportunity.
short bus, B.
He's got that
That's
average
the
of
man
over
that
the
he goes,
290 mark to
this
begin
is
with
big
life.
shit. He goes, well, like, what are you talking about? He goes, there's fucking training that we're going to. Well, I was kind of looking at it like, go on.
This one has some
He's
carry
like,
on it.
you don't get it, we're part of the Big Four now. Fox River is part of the Big Four. We're going to training at Hill Country with Tiny, with fucking Tiny Hill Country and
Lombard.
and Lombard. I'm like, okay, fuck does that have to do it?
Eduardo Escobar will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in four.
If anything, you guys are the, well, besides Lombard, of those three, you're the worst.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
A lot of work at that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah. If anything, I'm going to look like King Kong when I go down.
Yeah.
King Kong, a gorilla.
Except for Lee Davis and Corey Jones.
Corey Jones, two-time, nigga, two-time. Ah.
You know why?
Because we at offside.
We had snowboard. They put some numbers that we had score though.
major league changes. There aren't too many guys
Listen and see Corey Jones. You're gonna be like, this is exactly the personality and the fucking mannerisms that I thought he was gonna have. The way he talks and shit, you're gonna be like, this is spot on.
Yep.
Fucking awesome. But yeah, dude, yeah, I'll remind you next week. Oh yeah, this week's coming up for you guys, right? This Monday, Tuesday?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll remind you to say what up with the
Well, it's also Brett's due, too, because Brett knows everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing everything.
I was sitting on a Candyland eating Candyland, nigga.
Yeah.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
All right, man.
Well, I'm going to wash my truck and go to a car show.
All right, dude. All right, man.
And this is going to get
Peace.
down. It's a foul ball. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 ball.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to MLB The Show. I'm doing this a day late. Yesterday, I went out with this girl who I've had a crush on forever. She knows that. Their feelings are mutual, but she's still with her boyfriend. Well, she broke up with him, so at our first date, we went out to Albany, went out to this fancy restaurant. By the time I got back, I was only able to play one of the baseball games from Tuesday, or from Wednesday, and then Wednesday night's baseball game I was not able to play. So I'm playing yesterday's game today when the Red Sox lost in the nightcap 2-0. Porcello got the loss. He pitched really well, 8 innings, 2 runs. So in this game, however, Porcello, as you saw on the top of the first, he threw 1,000 pitches, but thank God he only gave up 1 run. That was pretty awful. Napoli, I got lucky on that pitch. I thought I got it off the end of the bat, but he had enough to get out, so that's how I'm up 2-1. And Porcello got out of a 2-out jam in the top half of this inning, and now it's quickly 2 outs here in the bottom half. So, it looks to me like Brock Holt, Carlos Peguero got his first start in a Red Sox uniform, which is pretty cool. So that's that. That's pretty much where we're at. In basketball news, I won the NBA Finals start tonight. Even though this is Wednesday night's game, I'm playing it on Thursday night. So that's that. But Cavs and Warriors, Thursday night, Game 1 NBA Finals. And in fake NBA news, I swept the Rockets 4-0 to win the NBA championship. So that's over. In hockey news, Tampa Bay had a 1-0 lead in Game 1 over the Blackhawks yesterday, Wednesday night. And they lost 2-1. Chicago scored two goals in the span of 1 minute and 58 seconds, and they lost 2-1. So Chicago's a 1-0 lead in the best-of-7 series for the NHL Stanley Cup Championship. And then obviously I have defeated the Blues 4-0 in my NHL league. So that's over. My leg is absolutely killing me. Last night, like I said, I got home around 12:30 at night, and I had not only to play the first game of the doubleheader yesterday, but then I had to finish Game 4 of the NBA Finals. At that time, it's 2 in the morning. I still need sleep because I got to wake up at 7 to go to work again. And when I woke up, I've noticed that when I don't get a lot of sleep, I have this issue where my leg is in pain, like it's just a sharp pain throughout my whole leg. My left leg here, in this case, feels like growing pains. It's just not good. So,
this is foul for the first strike. Comes set, now the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul.
Tonight, Wayward Pines is on.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball, got it.
And the season premiere of Hannibal.
Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Holt is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Corey Hunter will dig in here. Took a call, third strike, his first time.
So Porcello has thrown 41 pitches through 2 2/3. So that's not good. He's on pace to throw 1 million pitches here. First inning was pretty bad. He's usually more dominant. In this game, I've gotten lucky. Thank God, great pitch. So, that's the drill.
They still trail it here, 2-1. Back to the top of the order now, and that will bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Here's swing and another chance out there at second. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman.
Trying to eat my Subway sandwich. And this always happens with the flatbread. It's like stale on the edges. And it's hard as a rock. And it tastes terrible.
Collision there would have really been bad news.
Might just not eat it with the bread.
Poppy awaiting the 1-0. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line.
Oh, get there, Ortiz. Oh, you're so slow. You are so slow.
Mike Napoli stepped in with a couple of RBIs already, looking for more. First pitch coming. Swing and a line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run into the third.
This guy is certainly going to tough out so hard. He follows up that home run thriller with his third RBI of the ball.
Pablo Sandoval will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Through to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 twin error, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Twins 1.
The goal is to try to finish all of these games, these 2 games, before 8:40 p.m. Because I can then do Scratch Ticket Thursday, have that completed, and then get ready for the last 2 shows I have. Wayward Pines and then Hannibal. So if I can somehow do that, it's 7, looks like 16 p.m. right now. I'm in the 4th inning here. So I really need to finish this game by 7:40 to have a chance. Which I don't think is going to happen. We're talking 24 minutes to finish 6 innings. Probably not going to happen.
For our 2 starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just buy yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now here it comes. Still taking here as he looks at the slider this time, and he's in a big hole now, down 0-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Eduardo Escobar will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
He may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
It'll be something else if I can do it.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
The pitch. And he's got himself.
Got it.
He picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. We're back to Fenway after this. Sander Bogaerts will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. First pitch coming. Back to work now is Pelfrey as he gets ahead of the leadoff hitter here. It's 0-2.
seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Fouled straight back. Here comes a 1-2. Now here's a ground ball. He'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average will find him a few more points.
Mookie Betts will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch on its way from Belfry. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
And that sinker is normally where he gets most of his ground ball outs.
I got lucky here.
All that effective of hitting so far.
Two times, I had my sandwich in my mouth and I couldn't use the controller. Pelfrey threw a sinker for a ball both times. One to the right side, one to the left side.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied
Yeah,
out
it's a
to
shame.
the right. And Hunter will put this one away without much effort for the first out of the inning.
My leg is throbbing. It is. I'm in so much pain, man.
Base hit his first time around.
So much pain.
First offering on the way. And a bouncing ball, foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Carlos Peguero will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Bonds now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've been taking an aggressive approach here early in the count. It's paid off for them through the first few innings.
The Red Sox actually traded. Listen to this. So the Red Sox traded to the Baltimore Orioles. They traded a crappy reliever, a single A guy, a guy I've never heard of, in cash, to the Orioles, and they acquired Alejandro De Aza, who was an outfielder who has bounced around. He was with the White Sox for a few years, etc. Guy's hitting 180. And, you know, to me, why are you trying to get another outfielder? You already have 1,000 of them. You got Rusney Castillo, who you're paying $72.5 million. Okay, he plays right field. You got Mookie Betts, who's been the everyday center fielder so far all year. You got, who's in left? Hanley Ramirez, who shouldn't even be in the outfield. And then you got Alan Craig, who you traded for from the Cardinals last year. He's hitting .350 in Pawtucket, which is AAA. You got Jackie Bradley Jr., who's also hitting about .350 in Pawtucket. He was your starting center fielder last year until you demoted him. You just got Carlos Peguero, who's in this game here from Texas. You got Daniel Nava, who's on the disabled list. You got Shane Victorino, who's on the disabled list. You have 1,000 outfielders. Why? Why trade? I mean, yeah, you're not giving up much, but it's just, was it something to do? You just want to see your name in the transaction column for your team? I mean, I don't know why the Red Sox are getting all these people. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, there's no really risk, but it's a waste of a transaction. Why not get a pitcher? Why not do that? Why not focus on getting a number 1 starter? They might have one in this lefty, Eduardo Rodriguez. He has been unhittable. I mean, they're hitting .070 against him or something in 2 games. Or something ridiculous. He's given up, 3 hits in 14 innings? That's unbelievable. But get a guy you know can lead the rotation. How about that? You know? I mean, stop trading for dinky outfielders that are hitting 180. There's a reason they're getting designated for assignment. 9 times out of 10, they're getting DFA'd because they're horrific. And a better option has come along. Horrific. The only other time that somebody might get DFA'd is because everyone else on the 40-man roster is out of options. And you're the worst of those people. So, it doesn't necessarily mean you're terrible, it's just you're not as good as the other 39 guys. And really, 15 guys, because 25 are on the 25-man roster anyway. So, you know, the drill is, I don't know why they're doing it. They did it, you know, I mean, honestly, I think it's a waste. What are you going to do when Nava comes back off the deal? Unless you're going to try to trade him. What are you going to do when Victorino comes off the deal? What are you going to do with all these guys? You got 2 guys hitting 350 in AAA. One of them is a major leaguer who has proven that he can hit major league pitching before. I just think it's a waste, you know, in my opinion, to get all these people. So, all right, we got 720. I don't know what it says. I hope it says 723. I can't see with my computer clock from where I'm sitting, reclining. I got to keep my leg up, elevated, because I'm in so much pain here. I think it's a 723. It's either 723 or 729. Now, if it's 23, I got a shot. The absolute latest in reality, so I can actually do the scratch ticket and not rush through, would probably be 745, which means I'd have 22 minutes to finish 4.5 innings here, which I may be able to do. It depends on a bunch of things. It depends on if... Wow, Ortiz, you are slow, bud. You are so slow. It depends on, you know, how many pitches Porcello has to throw. It depends on how fast he can get out of the inning. It depends on what I do when I'm up at bat. If I keep hitting into ground ball double plays and dinky ground and pop-ups, then this will go pretty quickly. I think it's 720. And here we go. Yep. That's an out. That's a shame. Sandoval, where he is in the lineup, it's extremely interesting. He normally hits 5th. And you'd figure that's an RBI spot, but he really doesn't drive in people at all. He's a single-double guy, really.
Now the first pitch. Here's the ball hit pretty well.
And there's a fly out, and that's it. He's trying to runner in scoring position. So, all right, here we go. 6th inning, 7:27, which means it was 7:25 earlier when I said it was at 7:23. So it was in the middle. I just couldn't make out if that was a 5, a 3, or an 8. So here we go. Worst case, we have 18 minutes. Worst case, 18 minutes to go through 4 innings here. And the post-game and all that crap. Best case scenario, I breeze through it in 13 minutes, but that's never going to happen. Not with people like Brian Dozier here fouling off every freaking pitch I throw. Good. Oh, my leg, man.
We've seen some great starting pitching. This has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Corey Hunter comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. For that man right there, just a 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. Over to the bag is Napoli as he handles it himself for the out.
He's been able to get out when he needs it with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Trevor Blue will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. catch up with it. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will get there to make the
All right, good job, Porcello. That was pretty quick.
Twins are set down 1-2-3. Score holds. It's 3-1. Xander Bogaerts will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both the lefty and the right-hander are up the front. A diving effort here as he gets glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play. Now here comes the Twins manager.
Belfry pitched pretty well, with the exception of the 2-run homer give up to Napoli. He really did a pretty good job.
Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Tim Stoffer will get the assignment on the mound here, as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Mookie Betts will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Now here's the first pitch. Swung on and rolled softly to third.
That could be a hit.
Barehanded.
Yep.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have a play, this is what you have to do. Here, no shot to throw him out down there third. So he's just going to play it smart and take a bite out of it.
All right, if they don't throw Swihart a fastball, I may be bunting.
Standing in now.
Yep. Oh, no. I got lucky there. Almost beat it out, too.
I don't think you can ask for a whole lot more right here. You get back-to-back singles, and then a good sacrifice. And just like that, they're set up for what could be a big inning.
Carlos Figueroa will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ballgame. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit back up the middle.
Well, ain't that something out of nowhere? Carlos Figueroa, the guy pick up from Texas for cash consideration, just hits a 2-run single.
Justin Roya will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by in the base hit. And at another game, who pitched his streak right there. He's up to 11 games in a row now. He'll dig in. He singled his last time around. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit soft.
Ah, damn it, Brock Holt. God damn it. He beat it out. Thank God.
David Ortiz step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You know, that is the second time that the shortstop has bobbled Not bobbled momentarily, bobbled for at least a second and a half with Ortiz that hit it, and both times thrown Ortiz out. It's just terrible. Horrible. Ortiz is that slow. Really that slow.
Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point.
All right, I got 6 minutes to play 3 innings. That's not happening. I have 11 minutes, really, worst case scenario. And I still have to do the post-game crap, listen to that, watch that. That'll take a couple minutes. And then do, thank God there's not a lot of roster moves for the 4th of June. There were a ton for the 3rd of June, but not for the 4th of June, so that's good news for me. Hopefully I can take care of that in a couple minutes, and then start off this afternoon's game.
This has just been a punchless offense. This pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a ball softly hit and foul off to the left, strike 1. Here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
And the pitch. Now a ball bounced towards the second baseman. There to get it is Pedroia. Throw on the net when he takes care of him. 2 away now.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets a big hit on the ground for an easy out.
Aaron Hicks will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. And he gets ahead 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up for wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
All right, good job. Go to the bottom of the 7th.
Down go the Twins in order. They're down here 5-1.
Blaine Boyer, I believe, is the guy who gave up a grand slam to Hanley Ramirez after they intentionally walked David Ortiz to give me the win yesterday in this game. On top of that, I believe I beat Minnesota 6-3, which happened to be the exact same score the first game of the doubleheader in real life. Red Sox had won 6-3.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
That's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow by guys when you need to.
That should be gone.
He really gets into this one as he sends the ball
Yep.
to deep left field. Over the monster for the home run. Home run from Mike Napoli. It's 2nd of the game. And he's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. It's the 2nd home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Pablo Sandoval will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Jesus Christ.
And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch coming. Swing and a line drive. But foul. 6 runs, double the amount of hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
try and throw this for a strike.
Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that will fall for a base hit.
Well, this is the part of Fenway Park that Adam can deal with. It give it, and it take it away. Bet the other 29 stadiums in baseball, this is at least a double. But you can see him play this ball quickly off the wall out there in left center, and that's going to cause the guy to take a big turn at first, but then head back to the bag with just a lousy single.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball.
No, the reason why Sandoval wasn't at second is because he's fat as hell.
And that runner will go no further than second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic one going now. That's his 3rd hit, 4 trips, all of them singles. He's going to top out all game long.
Aaron Thompson will come on now in an awfully tough spot, and there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Mookie Betts
Will be his first test down in the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First pitch coming. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
just about went around.
This is what I didn't need to have happen if I wanted to finish on time. So, I mean, in reality, I really have to start the second game by 8 o'clock. I mean, that's just to get there on time so I can watch. That could be another base hit. Yep. Wow. 2 infield hits in a row for Mookie Betts. And now you got the bases loaded for Carlos Peguero. Or no, Blake Swihart's up. That's who it is. But the deal is, yeah, see, at 9 o'clock sharp, I have to put on Wayward Pines. So I really have 19 minutes here to start the second game. And that shouldn't be that hard. It's the bottom of the 7th. I really have the 8th and then the top of the 9th, and I'm done. Quickly do the roster moves and start the second game. So I should be able to accomplish that all in 19 minutes. I'm already past the goal of 740. It's a base hit right up the middle for Swihart. That'll score 2. 7:45 was the next cutoff date, and that's probably not happening, considering I have 4 minutes left. Now, here's the question. Do I bunt these other 2 guys over? Because who would be up? Pedroia? If he doesn't throw me a fastball, I think I will. Yep. It's a hell of a bunt. He's going to beat it out.
Sacrifices him to a bunt single. That could really come back to hurt.
Dustin Roy will to keep pouring it on as he stands in with the bases loaded. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball in line.
Oh, wow.
But this is speared by the first baseman. Brock Holt will stand in. He grounded in for Peter's choice of last time. First offering on the way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. He waits. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner toward right center.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. 1 run score. Well, he's going to wind up in the RBI of this ball. But I got to think that he was imagining extra base after this ball left his bat.
If that ball gets behind Torrey Hunter, Holt's running till the end of the world.
DH now, David Ortiz, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sweeping well tonight, is it?
Up around the letters with that one for ball two. The 2-0 to Ortiz. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Nunez is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Red Sox on top, 9-1. Eduardo Nunez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. He's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. It's been pretty easy the whole way through.
Ball one. And now pitch on the way. Swinging a liner back through the box. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit. Danny Santana will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. Now a chopper to first might only get one. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there. Joe Mauer will get another crack.
Wrong pitch. Needed to throw a 2-seamer through a 4-seamer. Got lucky.
Out in front of the mound. And Napoli will hang with it, and that's out number 2. Now that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Brian Dozier will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
But I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this.
Great job, Porcello. All right, bottom of the 8th. It is 7:46 p.m., so I have 14 minutes to finish this thing and start the second game. May or may not work, I don't know. Depends on what happens here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Michael Tonkin will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Mike Napoli will stride in, and they'll need to be careful as he's already homered twice thus far.
And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Oh, you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, how was it even close?
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Pablo Sandoval will step in. 1 for 4 in the ball game. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch coming. Swing, hard hit ball to second.
God, Sandoval is so slow.
Sander Bogarts will step in. The single that came around to score his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in there. Base hit. Oh, he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. Now the relay home. And the runner is 4 for second.
I think he was looking for a fastball there. I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see. He was right on that.
Here's Mookie Betts. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait to see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's two away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third base. I got to tell you, if that were me standing on second base right now, I'd be saying, yo, where's my RBI?
Into the box now, Blake Swift. He will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And it's through into center field, base hit. And he moves Swift as well. That's putting some distance between him now, and that lead gets even bigger.
2 more runs in score there, and now that's a dozen runs in the ballgame. And I can guarantee you, you're not going to lose too many games when you drop a 12 spot on somebody.
Carlos Figueroa to see if he can keep it going. 3 for 4 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And he's got himself a base hit. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate.
Out by a mile.
There is Suzuki, makes the tag. He's out at the plate. Justin Floyd will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. And here's the first pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Look at the stop. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing dispute. We'll see how they want to score this play.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been a concrete performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing is going right. They got to be thinking, this one, they can't get soon enough.
Brock Holt comes forward now in an RBI opportunity. He probably didn't think.
Well, it's 7:51. If I didn't have this outburst, game probably would be over by now. I'm really running behind here. Really running behind.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung.
All right, there you go. Top of the ninth.
And an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 base hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. The Red Sox lead it 12-1. Corey Hunter will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, there's a pop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just bail it in. You gotta see this through right to the end of the game.
Alexia Gondo will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. 1 strike now to Hunter. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are pretty relaxing. You get 3 runs, you make up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. Who can guard against that?
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Now the first pitch. And this is grounded sharply but foul. Past Sandoval down at third. Now here's the pitch. And he wants the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
You like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. He's got it well into right field.
Pitcher's not covering him. What the hell are we doing here?
Kurt Suzuki will try again.
I can ill afford to waste time on nonsense.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, after after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back.
That could be gone.
That's actually
No, thank God.
I'm now even looking for something. And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, as this is popped foul behind the plate at strike one. He's ready now. The pitch, swing and a ground ball toward the hole.
Good job. All right, great job, everybody. 7:54 p.m. 6 minutes to finish this. Do the roster moves and restart the second game.
Pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. The big bat for the Red Sox tonight, well, it belonged to this man, Mike Napoli. Strike pose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Just about do it. For Eric Harris, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Sturgeon. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 12-1. Good night from Fenway.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. You know the drill. Get ready for the second game of this two-game atmosphere, two-game upload here, Thursday, June